Hi, this is Dr. Sarah Martinez with Covenant Physical Therapy, and today we're going to do another total body workout with a little bit of a focus on your shoulder girdle. So if you're having any problems with shoulder pain, posture, this workout's for you. We're also going to include some lower body exercises and just general strengthening. All right, we're going to start with a 3-minute warm-up. So all you need is yourself at first, but as we get into the workout, you'll need a pair of weights if you want to make it a little harder for your lower body, and then some weights that you're able to lift overhead or even to shoulder height. So anywhere from 2 pounds to 15 pounds, depends on where you're at with your strength. And then we'll also need a band towards the end of the workout. So let's just start with some motion. We're gonna come down, or we're gonna come to our hips apart, and we're gonna go into a squat and up. So this is just a very quick warm up. We're gonna go through some of the motions, and we're gonna practice them as we get warmed up. Okay, now add a little calf raise. You're gonna come up and lift. So you're squatting, down, and lift. Good. So what we're trying to do is shoot our hips back, get some weight through our heel, but not let our toes come up. Toes should be spread. Good. Now we're gonna change up the squat, okay? So we're gonna do a tilt forward and come up on our toes. So we're gonna reach our hips back, and then we're gonna come up on our toes. Good. So we're gonna reach back. So as you do this move, you're keeping your spine nice and long, your knees are not locked out. Good. Now let's add back in that squat. So we're gonna squat, hands behind the head, tilt our hips back. So imagine you're reaching back for that wall. You're squatting down, coming up, knees are soft, you're reaching back your hips, and you're opening up the back of that hip. One more, tilt forward. Good. Now we're going to step to our side, come up, and hug your knee up. Now if that's too much balance for you today, just step and touch. Step and hug it in. Step. We're gonna switch sides, so step to the other way. We're gonna side step, push through, pull up. Good. So you can go as fast or as slow as you're comfortable with. I would say if you're a beginner, really slow and controlled is better. Stand tall. One more. All right, we're gonna practice our rows. So come into that bent over position. We're gonna pull back and squeeze. So my spine is long here. There's a line from my head down to my tail that should be straight at an angle, and we're squeezing down and back, okay? So pretend you have those weights. This is what we're gonna do a little bit later. And now we're gonna add in our upper body. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna row, good. Stand tall, reach up, okay? Bend over, row, stand tall, push up, okay? One more. This is just getting our body warmed up. Good, very good. So now we'll turn back to center, and we're gonna go down to the floor. So if you're a beginner, you can do this on the wall or even on a bench. You're down into a downward dog position. Come back to here. Hands are stacked under shoulders. Push up. One more time. Downward dog. Nice stretch. Downward, down to a push up. Good. Drop to your hands and knees for me real quick. Give me a cat-cow. Good. One more time. And good. All right. We should be all warmed up. So everyone can get up, grab your weights. We'll need the weights that you can use for your squats if you're going to add weights. That can be the same weight or different what we're gonna push overhead for our shoulders, okay? All right, we'll get started. And also if you wanna grab some water, we'll have a water break halfway through this workout. All right, we're gonna get started with our squats. So grab your weights if you're using weights. If not, just body weight. We're gonna go down to the squat, up and calf raise. Down and calf raise. So if you're new, if you have knee pain, you should definitely start with just body weight. Now as I'm doing this squat, I'm reaching my hips back. I'm letting my glutes stretch. I'm elongating my glutes on the way back. So they're stretching back, tightening on the way up, push straight through the foot. When you come up on the toe, make sure that you're coming up centered and you're not just rocking forward with momentum like this, but that you're actually using your muscles and your ankles. And your toes should be, if you can, if you have the mobility, pointed forward. So the first interval is 2 minutes. We'll do each exercise for 2 minutes, and then we'll do one more set through of 1 minute. So the first 2 minutes, you can really work on form. So as we go up onto our toes, we slowly lower down, and we don't let our arches just flop. And as we squat, we have an active arch. So really focus on that active arch, control, stretch down and up. And when you're squatting down, your core should be drawn in towards your spine. If you have low back pain, try tucking your pelvis under a little bit before you go down and squeeze up. Good, you'll have 30 seconds here. Next move is the squat with the tilt forward or the hip hinge motion, okay? So if you're feeling like the weights are too much, feel free to drop them, or if you want to add them in for the next move, we got 20 seconds here. And then we're going to do one more move and then we'll go back for our second round, only at 1 minute. Good. Here we go. Last 5 seconds. All right, next move, we're gonna do our squat. Come up, hip hinge, okay? So we're squatting, come up, knees are soft, hip hinge. I'm gonna show you what it looks like without weights. It'll be a squat, up, hip hinge, okay? Now you can depend on how low you wanna go with this. You can keep it very small like that. Doesn't have to be very big. Your knees are not locking out, and I'm really trying to reach my hips back for the wall. So from the side, I'm reaching back, and my pivot point is in my hips, not in my spine. So my spine is staying nice and long, and you can even practice this by trying to reach back for that wall. You can touch the wall, come back, squat. Find that perfect distance where it's enough of a challenge to reach back for the wall. Keep your chest proud and tap. Good. So the core is really engaged here, knees are soft. Reach those hips back, let them stretch out, let them elongate. Think about your arch, how your arch is just collapsing. We're going to that side lunge next. And instead of doing the knee hug this time, we'll do a balance. We're just holding up the knee. And if that's too hard, just tap in. All right, we got 30 seconds here. Keep that chest up and tap. Don't let that arch cave in. Relax and spread those toes. Good. If your low back is starting to feel a little bit discomfort, make it smaller, make it a very small hinge. It doesn't have to be big. Good. We're just trying to get your hips good at extension so you can get more depth in your squat. You got your last 6 seconds here. We're switching moves to that lateral lunge next. 3, 2, let's go. So we're gonna go down and up. Now you can do this with weights if you were holding weights here as well. And we're gonna stick to 1 minute per side, and then we'll go back through all these exercises with a 1 minute interval. So I'll tell you when we're gonna switch. You can make it a little bit harder, kicking out, and then bringing it back down. Good. Now as you put weight on this outside leg, keep the knee in line with the hip. If your knee is right over your foot and you feel like it's pretty strong, your knee's not wavering, add a rotation with me. Rotate through. Come up. Rotate through. Good. We got 15 seconds and we're switching sides. Make sure that knee is staying pointed forward, but the pelvis is allowed to rotate through. This is good for your hips. Rotate. Good, you got 5 seconds. Good, last one. We're gonna switch, all right? So going to the other side, we're lunging, and we're bringing the knee up and we're drawing in our core. Lunge, pull tall. Watch that knee. The toes are pointing straight forward on this one. I still feel my tripod foot. I'm reaching my hip back towards the wall. I'm not bowing forward. I'm trying to keep that chest up. Good, now add that little rotation. You might notice from side to side, maybe one side doesn't rotate as much, and that's okay. You practice, you'll get even. Just keep doing it. Good. Pull in those abdominals, exhale out. Pull in. Good. Last 5 seconds. We got our next round of exercises. Going to upper body. All right, now it's our 1 minute round. So what we're gonna do is grab those weights, go back into your up and squat. Sorry, 1 minute kind of turbo round. So if you didn't use weights the first time through, this may be the time to add weight as it's a much shorter duration. Pull that string up tall. Don't let your body bow over, but keep your heart, sternum pointing straight ahead. You're halfway there. We're going to our hip hinge next. Very good. As you do this, you should start to feel the glutes. Glutes and hamstrings on this one, but majorly the glutes. Stretching, tightening, arches of your foot, calves. Low back is supported by your core. All right, let's take a big breath this time as we're down. Big exhale, inhale, exhale up. Good, now we're gonna do a squat and we're switching to the hinge. It's only 1 minute and then we'll switch to the lateral lunges, just 30 seconds each side. All right, so remember you're reaching back for a wall. You don't have to go fast. You can go really slow with these motions. Control. This is the time to make sure your form is good. You're not just flying through. You're not lifting super heavy. This is the time to work on the right muscle contraction, okay? You got 30 seconds left here. Look at your knees. See where they are. Are they coming in? Are they moving as you go down? They should not move. They don't go in or out, okay? It's okay if they come a little bit over the ankles as you reach back. That's normal as you're trying to balance yourself. But I want you to feel the glutes stretching and then contracting on the way up. Okay, 5 seconds. We're going to that lateral lunge with the balance. Let's go the other way this time first. We're gonna lunge and up. Lunge and up. If you wanna make it a little more challenging, curl. Side, curl. Keep that chest up. It makes it very easy just to bow down forward. Nice and tall. Watch the knee going out. You've got 10 seconds and we're switching sides. Good. Hold this last one a second. Hold, 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 switch, and let's go. Side and up. Side. Good. After this, we're going to our next moves. They're gonna be on the floor, hands and knees. We're gonna work your scapular muscles. So this is really good for posture. Really good for helping us with how we stand tall and not hunch forward. Good. All right, last 2 seconds. Hold it for a second. We did it the first round. All right, guys, we're starting with our upper body. Grab your weights. We're gonna start with our 2-minute interval. So we're gonna bring both arms up and we're gonna push up. Actually, we're just gonna start with one arm. We're gonna go right and keep the right going, okay? Now, if this feels painful for your shoulder, what I want you to do is try to go halfway, just go to the height of your head. If that is still painful, what you can do is bring it down and go straight up, okay? You can go a little bit out if that's still painful to the front at like a little bit of a 45-degree angle, all right? So we got 1 minute on each arm here. Core is tight, knees are soft. I'm gonna go a few more seconds here, then I'm gonna go back overhead. So pick which one feels best for you. This is for your deltoid. I'm gonna come back here, I'm gonna push it out. Now if I am going overhead, I don't wanna overextend the elbow. I don't wanna flare my ribs. So when I'm going overhead, no arching my back and no sticking out my ribs. Keep your tail tucked under. And we're gonna switch. There we go. All right, good job. Push and. So we got 2 minutes. Then we're gonna bend over and do our rows. And then we're gonna do that plank walkout where we do the downward dog and a push-up, okay? If push-ups are hard for you, you could do your hands on a chair or couch. So you don't go down to a full push-up position. You can drop to your knees or you can do it on the wall. I'll show you variations, okay? All right, remember for the shoulder, if it's bothering you, bring it down and come out to the side. Either way is fine. Core is tight, stand tall, shoulders down, not up near your ears. We got 15 seconds here, and then we're switching to our back. Now with these bent over rows, we're gonna make sure that we're using the right muscle, our lats, lower traps, not our biceps, all right? 2 seconds, we're gonna bend over, bring the weights down in front, nice long spine, relax the shoulders back and pull through. 1, 2, 3. Bring them out front. Good. So as I pull back, loosen your grip on the weight. Try to lead with your elbow. Feel your shoulder blade muscles engage. Draw your tail under a little bit. Make sure that you're not giving in to your spine and extending too much. Exhale. Good. We'll take a big breath in while we're here. Hold it here. Big breath in. Exhale out. Squeeze a little more. Big breath in. Squeeze a little more. One more. Big breath in. And squeeze. Good, let's go back down. We got another last minute here. And then we're gonna do our turbo round. Here we go. Squeeze. Squeeze. Good. You can also lean a little bit more forward and try to work a little bit more against gravity. But if that bothers your back, bring it up a little bit higher. All right, you're almost there. Loosen that grip. Give a little squeeze and hold. Squeeze and hold. Pull down those shoulder blades, slide them down your rib cage. Squeeze and hold. Good, 30 seconds. If you need to go to one arm at a time, feel free. 2 minutes can be a long time if you're not used to doing this. So take a break as you need it, pause the video. Here we go, 15 seconds. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is really good to help with releasing tension near your spine. And if these are strong, they're gonna support you versus all the little muscles. All right, we're going to turbo round. Here we go. Back overhead, let's go. Up, up. So what you can do is it's a 1 minute interval here. So you can do all on one side, or you can alternate the whole time. We're gonna do 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Okay. All right, going down to the floor. We're gonna walk it out. We're gonna do a push-up. Head is long, down, up, push away. Here we go. Down, up, push away. Very good. Down. If this is too hard for you, put your hands on the sofa. You don't have to go down on the floor, or you can go down to your knees. Tuck your elbows close to your side when you go to the push-up, okay? Make sure you have a nice long line from your head to your knees when you do the push-up. Very good. You got 40 seconds here. Let's get a few more in. Downward dog, push through those heels. Exhale as you push away. Push back through those shoulder blades with a downward dog. Good, get a few more reps in. Now we have the short rounds after this. You're almost there. 10 seconds. Then try to get 2 more in. All right, we're up. Let's grab our weights. We're gonna do our turbo round here. So we're gonna bring them up. Let's go ahead. Let's see if we can do both arms this time. We're pushing. You only have a minute, okay? Now if this is hard, keep your range small. Very small, okay? If that's too much, bring them out to the side and bring it up. Either way, you may have to go lighter, and that's fine. You may have to just do your arms, no weights. It's your last 25 seconds here. Tuck the rib cage in, tighten the core, soften one knee or both knees soft. We got 15 seconds. Need to go to the end and just alternate it out. You got it. Last 10. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. We got rows. 1, bend over. Chest is up. Pull back. 1, 2, 3. Remember, loosen that grip. Pull back. There we go. Pull back. One more move after this. That's the downward dog. Push up. Go to the wall. Go to the floor. Squeeze back. There we go. Squeeze. Squeeze. Here we go. Squeeze. 30 seconds. Make sure you're pulling down with the scapula, shoulder blade, and give me like a little hold. 1, 2. Lead with that elbow. Pull your shoulder blades down and back. Your neck should be nice and long and relaxed. 15 seconds. Abs are pulled in. Good, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, down to the mat. Let's walk it out. Down to that push-up position. Walk it out. Hands are under. Drop it down. Push back through. You only have a minute here. How many can you get in a minute without losing your form? You need to go down to your knees because you're starting to lose your form and starting to sag down with your plank. Then you probably do need to go to the knees or come up to the wall. Good. You got 25 seconds here. And you might just want more depth from your push-up, and you can get the more depth from coming to the knees. You can go all the way down, maybe more. Both are good. Challenge yourself. Very good. Let's go. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. All right. So now we're going to come to a kneeling position, and we're going to put one foot up. We're going to work a little bit on our ankle mobility. We're going to slide forward. Good. And try to get the knee over your toes. Don't let that heel lift. Good. We're going to do a few of these on each side, and then we're going to do our shoulder blade burnout, and you'll be all done. You're almost there. For 5, 4, 3, 2, switch. And this is why I like working out without the tennis shoes on, just because you can feel how your foot hits the ground a little bit more. So you're seeing your heel. Try not to collapse or roll into that arch. Good, get a nice deep stretch in the ankle. You can also do this with a weight on top of your leg. Good, 2 more. All right, we got our shoulder blade burnout. Come on, face down for me. We're gonna be laying with our hands underneath our forehead. We're gonna start with our legs extended. We're gonna lift up and down. So it's the right arm leading. Now as we do this, we're pushing the left hand through the floor, okay? Push away. Good. Push. Here we go. 10. So squeeze those shoulder blades down and back. 5. Also working the lats on your left hand as you push into the floor. 2. And switch hands. Right hand is underneath left. Push to the right. Good. Push down. Push down. Here we go for 10. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Hands are out wide, forehead is down. We're gonna lift the elbows up, lift the head up, and we're gonna rotate down and up. So I'm tapping, down, lifting. Tap, lift. Tap, lift. 10, rotate. 9, tighten that core so your back is not arching too much. 5, 4, 3, 2, you ready? Last one, hold, raise your feet off the ground, reach up and away, and pull your feet together and your hands together. Legs go away, go out, pull your heels together, pull your shoulder blades down. There you go. Reach away, pull down and hold. There you go. Reach away and pull. You got 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, gonna burn it out here, guys. Let's swim, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, guys, way to go. That was a really good workout. Starting to sweat in here. Hope you had a good sweat and you also felt a lot of your back and shoulder blade muscles working today. We'll see you next time.